Hello everyone, this hour on Verbling, the next in my Getting Results in Business series. Today we're going to be working on communications. We began in the last class to talk about communications, but we basically had a kind of brainstorming and we worked on some key vocabulary. In this unit, you're going to discuss ways of using technology and the implications for business and organizations, how technology affects your work. You are also encouraged to consider what aids better communication within groups or teams. So we're going to be working really on that first part. Later in the unit, with the business skills, you're going to practice the language for explaining procedures as well as useful phrases for teleconferencing in particular. And finally, we'll finish up the unit with a case study where you are given a communication problem to solve as part of a group. So that's the plan. We'll get started in just a minute. First, a little bit about me. My name's Jon-Eric. I'm your Verbling teacher for this hour. I'm an American teacher from New York, hanging out in Lisbon, Portugal to bring you this class. Here are 3 quick rules to help you participate. Don't forget to turn off, tune in, and open up. That means turn off your microphone when you're not speaking so we can keep the classroom nice and quiet. Tune in to the new words you're learning when you are speaking so that I can correct you and give you feedback. Finally, open up to your classmates. Relax and have fun. We're all here to learn, and this is a safe and respectful place to practice your English. And that is a little bit about me. Here, in just a minute, where am I going to put this? Here in just a minute is the unit on communication, which we started in the last class. Hopefully you can see that. And let's check in with Rebecca to see how you're doing. Hello, Rebecca. How are you?
I'm doing well, thank you. And you?
I'm okay, I suppose. Have you been... We started communications last Thursday, so have you been thinking about communications all during the weekend? Have you been practicing your communications vocabulary, Rebecca?
To be honest, no, I didn't have time.
Oh my goodness. Oh no, what are we going to do?
Well, I took more English lessons, but different subjects. Subjects, no. Different points.
Topics?
Topics, yeah. And, you know, during the weekend.
That's a good start. Okay, not bad.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to work on communications, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can do something really quick here. I'm going to try something new this unit, which is instead of just giving you, what I was doing is giving you notes, and I'm not sure if anyone is really using the notes. So I have a better idea. I'm going to give you a map. If you go on a journey, it's always good to look at a map. So I'm going to give you
print the material.
Oh, which material? This unit?
Communications one. You post the link last Thursday, and I print it.
That's good. Yes, I think you should, and you can make notes directly on the page.
Yeah.
I think so. It's a good idea.
It's more comfortable.
I'm going to give you something else though.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a map. And here is the map. Let me see if I can find it. This should be called Unit 11. Uh-oh, I don't see it. Uh-oh, where is it? I don't see the map. Oh, you know what? Maybe I didn't save it there. Hold on. Oh, you know what? I don't know if I can find it in this. I'm in a different account. Oh no, I can't give you the map because I'm not signed into my other account. Oh wait, I can give it to you. Okay. It'll take a minute. I'm going to open it. I have to go to a different location, but I'll open it. So what I'm going to do is give you a little, I'm going to try something new. I'm going to give you a map of the key points that I think you should remember in this unit. It'll be divided into words, phrases, and grammar points. It's not everything, but I think it's the key idea. It's in one place, so it's easy to find, and I'll show you an easy way to review on your own. Um, I just have to wait a minute for my notes to open. It's a little bit slow, so I'll get back to that in a minute. Okay, so let's move forward. We've been talking about communication, and we brainstormed a little bit in the last class by talking about the photo. We talked about how people in remote areas maybe are now more connected, so technology has helped connect us together, for example. We've talked about what life would be like without modern technology, how communication has changed. We discussed, if I'm not mistaken, we discussed these 2 points. Is the world a better place with technology? And what communication would you personally be able to live without, and why? So social media came up quite a lot. Some people said they could live without it, like me and Daniel. Some people couldn't. But what I really want to do is get to a listening activity, because I want to focus on giving you some more input. So some new vocabulary. Give me just a second. Give me a second just to open my file. 1 second here. And we'll get started. 1 moment. Oh, that's the teacher's book. No, I don't want the teacher's book. I want your book. 1 moment. Okay, and this is Unit 11. Almost there. Hang on just a second. Almost there. Almost there. 41. Here we go. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to try this as a listening. As you know, if you want to cheat, you can always just turn the page to where there is a transcript. But it's always good to try to use your ears the first time, okay? At least. So, listen carefully. Listen to an extract from the discussion program. Wait a second. Did we do this on a Thursday? Maybe we did. I think we actually went forward and did this. Am I crazy?
Yes.
We did do this, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Yeah, we did. Okay. So, I'll tell you what. You probably don't remember it because it's been a while, but you've already done the listening. So let's do it like this. Let's do this as a review, and then maybe I can have each of you read the extract because we need to listen again for the vocabulary. So, from last week, do you remember the 3 speakers? Do you remember this more or less, what the situations were? What do you remember, Adi?
What I remember is telling about how communication developed.
Mm-hmm. Do you remember specifically what the 3 topics were about, or the 3 discussions?
The discussion is about the telecommunication system developed more integrated.
Mm-hmm.
And then people use machine communication, people interact with machine to communication, machines start to talk with machine, and then
machines talking to machines. Yeah, I remember that too.
Yeah, and then the last is internet is just for the half of people in the world.
Yeah. In fact, half of the people had never made a phone call. It wasn't just internet. It was even just phones. Right. Okay, I agree. That's about it. So, to help you remember, I think we're going to review this just by I'll have you read this. Okay. So, what do you think, Rebecca? Can you take the first one for us? Remember, this time we're going to focus on vocabulary itself. So I'm going to have you read this to review, and then we're going to pick out key vocabulary. Want to take the first speaker, Rebecca?
Yes.
Go for it.
Okay, wait a second, because...
Page 5.
Step 1. Okay. Speaker 1. I think what we'll see is that communications systems will become more integrated. For example, I was involved in the development of the software of Operation Lazarus, the first telesurgery back in 20...
2005.
sorry?
2005.
2005, okay. An American doctor in New York actually carried out an operation on a patient in France using remote cameras and a robot surgeon. Well, that shows what can be done when communication is integrated with other systems. Now, as long as you can connect to the internet, the potential of these integrated systems is almost limitless. Wherever you do and wherever you are, you will be able to collaborate with colleagues anywhere in the world. I mean, the implication for health, education, training, business, manufacturing are enormous.
Okay. Look at the chat window.
Uh-huh.
I want you to say those words again. You see that, Rebecca, in the chat window?
No, I can't see nothing, sorry.
Okay, that's strange. Let's try it again. Hold on. Let's go to the group chat if it's not working.
Now I can, yeah. Now yes, okay. Involved, Lazarus.
So that time you said it correctly, because you said involved when you were reading. So involved, okay. Right?
Involved, Lazarus.
Lazarus.
2005.
2005.
2005. But when it's 1984, it's two parts.
That's right, but here it's not. And,
okay,
there's no and. You don't need to even say and. Just 2005.
Okay, and now 2014.
And now 2014, right?
Okay, so it's just until, okay.
Yeah.
I get it, thank you. Surgeon.
Just like gin and tonic. Surgeon. That's it.
Okay, as long as you can connect.
Wait a second. There's no Jew in that sentence. There's no Jew.
As long as you.
Yeah.
Can connect.
As long as you. Because I'm hearing as long as Jew, but that's the Spanish J. Get rid of the J. As long as you. As long as you.
Okay, as long as you can connect.
That's it. And last one?
Whatever you do and wherever you are.
Whatever. Yeah, in American English, the T becomes a D like dog. So whatever.
Yeah.
If you're using American English, of course. Okay?
I have a mix right now, so.
Okay, and what's the gist, Rebecca? So, speaker one, what's the gist, the main idea?
Suggest that...
No, not suggest. What is the gist?
The gist. I don't know what that means.
Gist is idea principal.
Okay, thank you. So, the main point would be the synonym.
Yeah, exactly.
The main point...
but don't say the main point, say the gist.
Okay, sorry. Yes, you're right, of course. The gist is... it doesn't matter where you are, because you could be connected around the world with everyone you want. Your colleagues, friends, your partner in job, you know.
Okay.
With everyone.
And I'll just add one thing to that idea. Not just that you can be connected, but that communications, he says, will be more and more integrated with each other. And because they're integrated, so communications and robotics and all of those things will work together, like the surgery that he did.
Yeah, with human beings, yeah, together.
That's it. Okay, very good.
The gist.
Gist.
With G, okay, gist.
That's it. Okay.
Thank you.
Raphael, want to take speaker 2 for us? I know that you weren't here, so this is actually new for you, but this is a review for us. Want to take speaker 2 for us?
Yes.
Go for it.
What you are saying is very interesting, and to some extent, I agree. But the way I see it, there are three stages to development of communication. The first is when people use machines to communicate with people. Okay, so we are talking about telephone, email, chat rooms, and we've reached that stage now. The second is when people interact with machines, digital TV, using the internet as an information resource, playing games, voice recognition, where the machine responds to the person. We are just in the early stage of that. There's a long way to go. Okay, but the last stage is when machines start talking to machines. We saw it first in the Wall Street crash in 87, when program trading caused complete chaos.
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 Complete chaos. Computers were cutting prices, selling stock to other computers, and people didn't know how to stop it. It's a scary scenario because it takes us into a whole new area of experience. And when that comes, it's going to have a big impact on all of us.
Okay, very good. So, could you give us the gist? What are those three stages again that we should that we're going through? Did you pick that up?
Yeah.
Okay.
The third one that is the most important when the speaker is talking is communication between machines.
That's right.
The other stage is when people interact with machines.
Right.
With digital TV or internet. And the first step is when people use machines to communicate with people as telephone or radio speakers.
That's it. That's it. So maybe this is a little bit old, and at the time this was sounding a little radical, but now it's pretty normal. The idea of machines talking to machines, oh my God, it's the end of the world. Well, actually now it's commonplace. Okay, very good. And let's see who's new here. Sergio. How are you, Sergio?
Hi, John. Hi, everybody. How are you?
Sergio, can you take the third speaker? So this is a review, but you were not here, so this is new for you. We're talking about business communications and specifically how technology affects communications. So that's the theme. Okay? Can you take the third speaker for us, Sergio?
Yes, sure. Okay, speaker three. Yeah, I think maybe we are getting ahead of ourselves here. This kind of speculations are very speculations are very interesting, but communication systems are not good if people can't use them. Now, at the moment, everyone you know may well have access to the internet, subscribe to solid TV, and use a mobile phone. But that's just not the case for most people in the world. We need to focus on spreading around the basic technology we have now more fairly. As it is, more than half of the population of the world has never ever made a telephone call. Think about it. How good is a communication system if half the world is excluded from it?
That's right. So, Sergio, what's the gist here? What's the main idea for this speaker?
This is I'm impressed about this because for me.
Well, wait, hang on 1 second. But first, let's begin with the gist. What's the gist?
Okay.
Main idea.
Is this how incredible communication is, but how incredible is to know that half world has no communications maybe I can
Incredible.
say
Incredible.
Yeah.
I don't know if I like the word incredible here, because is speaker 3 saying it's a good thing or a bad thing, Sergio?
Good thing.
It's a good thing. No, not about the technology, but about the fact that half the world has no access to it. It's
Actually, he let a question about it. Like,
but it's true. But his point is that it's a very bad thing, because the question is to make us. It's a rhetorical question to make us think. But his point is that it's a bad thing. What's the bad thing? What's the bad thing exactly?
half world has no communication system.
So, for communications to be effective, what needs to happen? And that's
everybody.
Everyone?
Everyone has the same system, the same communication system.
Everyone has access to the same communication system.
Yes, access. Exactly.
That's it. So the gist is that communication systems need to be more fairly accessible. More fairly accessible. Right now they're unfair. Only some people, half the world. The other half is too poor. They don't even have access to stage 1, communication with other people. Just want to make that clear, because it may come up again. It's something we're going to actually be talking about. Okay. These are some of the key vocabulary words that you just heard or in the last class and just read today. So, what do you think? Let's give it a try. Yuki, want to take the first for us?
Okay.
Give it a shot.
One, have access to.
So this is connecting the phrase with the definition. Sorry, I should have been clear.
With.
Have access to is the same as.
Have access to. Communicate with.
It's not the best one, though. It's not the best.
To work together with.
Are you guessing? Are you saying them randomly, or so? Look. Go back.
Yes. Okay.
Go back to the text for a second. Access to was probably speaker 3, I think, because that's where I remember access, right?
Mm-hmm.
So let's find it here. For example, everyone you know may well have access to the internet, subscribe to blah blah blah, but that's not the case for most people in the world.
Third speaker, yeah, maybe.
I think it's a third speaker, yeah.
Uh-huh.
So we're trying to define have access to in that context, the third speaker.
I can't find.
Uh-oh, help him out, class. What do you think?
Have access to the internet. Oh? Subscribe to satellite TV and use mobile phone.
Yeah. So
there is no option of internet.
That's true, because you're giving the definition. You're not matching it to a sentence. You're giving it definition. So have access to means the same as communicate with, give attention to, combine with. What's the synonymous expression? The one
Joint
that means
supply or network. No.
But that's not what. But is that what it means here in 3? Everyone you know may well join to the supply and network of the internet. And it doesn't quite fit. You see what I'm saying? Let's get back. Let's get back to it in a second, because these are a little bit more abstract. We'll come back to it in a second. Okay.
Okay.
So, Adi, what do you think about connect to?
Connect to. Be part of. No. Let me see all everything. Connect to. Have something. No. Work, join to supply or network. Be a part of. Combine with. Give attention to. Pay regard to. I think it's be part of.
I think you're wrong. We'll come back to it.
Have some. Okay.
This is not so easy because the definitions are a little
Yes.
bit vague, actually. So we're down 2-2. Let's try Raphael for 3. To focus on means the same as. Oh, this one's a little easier, actually. To focus on means the same as. What do you think, Raphael? Raphael? I don't hear Raphael. Oh, there he is. Is that him? Oh, he's gone. Okay, Rebecca, what do you think about number 3? To focus on means the same as?
It's B. Give attention to.
That is right. So definitely B. Focus on, give attention to. So we're defining the words this time. Okay, and Sergio 4?
Interact with, to communicate with.
Exactly. Interact with, to communicate with. So interaction here is communication. In fact, it almost always is. Okay. Yuki, what about the 5th one? Have an impact.
Oh, I misunderstood. I thought I have to continue the phrase, but now I know we have to select a similar meaning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see. So 4th, 5th.
So the 5th one now, yeah, we're on the 5th.
Have an impact on. It's the same meaning of affect.
Affect, D, that's right. Okay, Adi, the 6th.
So far.
No. Go ahead. Do you have anything?
No,
Okay.
you're up, Adi. Number 6.
Number 6. Be influenced in. Combine with.
Combine with. Absolutely not.
Ah. Okay.
Excuse me. 5. Which letter was?
Yuki, 5 was, what did you say? D,
5
right?
have an impact on is the same meaning of affect.
So letter
Okay.
D.
D. Okay, thank you.
Be part of.
So for number 6, you said
H.
be part of is H, and I agree with you.
Thank
Be involved in, to be part of. There we go. Let's see if Raphael's back. Raphael, are you back? Raphael? Rebecca. We're on to number 7.
Subscribe.
Subscribe to something.
Subscribe to. I don't know what subscribe means.
Subscribe. You can subscribe to a magazine and you'll get copies every month. You can
Okay.
subscribe to an idea, and that means you believe in it. What do you think? So
Is have something join to a supply or network
why?
because
What does that have to do with subscribing to a magazine?
join to a supply.
A supply with magazines? Doesn't make sense. Join to a supply doesn't make sense.
Pay regularly for.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you pay regularly for the magazine, you get it every month. You subscribe to it. That's right.
To subscribe.
That's it.
No.
Okay. And Sergio, what about 8?
8. Collaborate with. To work together with.
Yeah, that one's pretty easy. Work together. And Yuki, 9?
Integrated with.
Mm-hmm.
It's a synonym of combine with.
It's the only one that fits. Not a great definition, but that's it. So we got to go back to 1 and 2. To have access to.
Have access to have a same meaning of
Half the world has no access to internet.
Join to no. Have access to communicate with.
No. is for all of you, not just Yuki. Who's got it? Who's got
Have
A?
you something near you which you can use?
Yeah, I agree. It's pretty obvious when you look at it, right? If you have access to it, you can use it. And then connect to,
Combine with.
well, you used that already, so it can't be combined with, because you used that for number 9.
Integrate.
So it can't use it again.
Join to supply or network.
That one is joined to a supply or network, right? So connect to join to. Connect to the internet, join to the network. These aren't great definitions, to be honest with you. So, but to recap, number 1 is E like Edward. Number 2 is G. Number 3 is B. Number 4 is A. 5 was D. 6 was H. 7 was I. 8 was F. 9 was C. Just to quickly recap. But the real thing here is I want you to use these keywords for the rest of the unit and for the speaking class. The speaking activities that we're going to do. In fact, I put them on screen for you right here. So let's see if we can use them. We're up to Adi for number 1. Give it a try.
Okay. Let me take my slide first.
We're on
Do you have? Okay.
7.
Okay.
Slide 7.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I have it. Do you have the opportunity to blank projects run by other departments in your company? Do you have opportunity to blank project? Do you have opportunity to collaborate with projects?
You can't collaborate with projects. You can only collaborate with people. Try again.
You can focus on projects. Is it focus on?
I don't know.
Interact, have access to, back on, integrate with, connect to, have this project. No. Come to the question.
Let's come back to it. So here, the key idea is to pick the one that sounds the best. How would a native speaker say these things? There may be more than one that fits, but there's one that's the most appropriate. It sounds the most natural. Okay? So it's not necessarily the easiest exercise because these words are kind of advanced. But anyway, so we'll come back to it, okay? Rebecca, try number 2. Hello, Rebecca? Can anyone hear me? Hello?
Sorry,
Oh, there we
yes.
go. Okay, yeah, okay.
Number 2.
All right, give it a shot.
Okay, do you have the opportunity to projects run by other departments in your company? Okay, let me think 1 second, please. Do you have the opportunity to collaborate with?
Exactly. Exactly. That's it. Okay, Sergio, the third?
The third, what equipment?
What equipment?
Yes. What equipment, if any, have you bought your computer system at home?
Remember, different equipment must be able to talk with each other. Machines talking to machines. So, keep that in mind.
Integrate
Integrate
with your computer.
Integrate with is correct. That's it. Okay, so Yuki, let's try the fourth.
Fourth, it is easier to blank other people in teleconference if you can see them on screen.
Like here in Verblink.
Yes, it is easier to interact with other people.
That's right. Easier to interact because you can see their faces. Okay, let's go a little faster this time. I think you got the hang of it. Ari, we're on the fifth one. Remember, we've used collaborate with, we've used integrate with, we've used interact with. Okay, so those are gone.
Yeah. Do you number five? Do you blank any teleconferencing facility in your office? Do you have access? Do you have access to any Do you connect to any? Have access to any teleconferences?
That is correct. Do you have access to? That means, do you have the ability to use this thing? Is it available? That's right. I agree. So have access to is number 5. Okay, Rebecca, keep going. 6.
Okay. How much? 6. How much does the internet? I think it's 7.
Sorry?
7.
Okay. What does that mean?
How much the internet have an impact on the lifestyle?
Ah, that's what you mean. Have an impact on. How much does it affect the lifestyle? Okay, that's it.
It's right, yeah? For me, it makes sense.
It is right. Makes sense for me too.
So that means is how important is internet in your life? How is the influence?
How is the influence? What is the influence? Right. What is the influence?
What is the influence?
That's it. That's it. Correct. Okay, Sergio, we're on to 7.
Okay, 7. How do you blank the internet at home? Dial-up or broadband?
This book is so old that there is such a thing as dial-up. We don't have dial-up anymore. If you have dial-up, I feel sorry for you.
Do you connect to? How do you connect to the internet?
How do you connect to the internet at home? That's it. I think we need to update this material. It's too old. Everyone knows connect to. Okay, Yuki, we're on the 8th, second to last.
Maybe not.
Go ahead, Yuki.
Okay. Do you subscribe to any satellite, cable, other services at home?
Exactly. Do you pay for these services regularly? Okay.
Excuse me.
Yeah, go ahead.
John, can I ask with this word, for example, can I use when I use it? Are you subscribed? It's right.
Are you subscribed?
Subscribed.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
Just that? Okay, yeah, it's fine. Are you subscribed to? Yeah.
Are you subscribed to? Okay, thank you.
Okay, so we're on to Adi for the last one, number 9. Then we have to go back to the first one as well. So number 9, Adi.
Are there any problem?
Are there any problems?
Are there any problems your company needs to blank in order to improve communication between departments? Are there company needs to focus on?
Okay. So that only leaves one left for number 1.
It's collaboration, integrate, be implemented.
Pronunciation. Involved.
Involved.
That's it. Involved.
Involved.
So just to recap from numbers 1 to 9. 1. Be involved in. 2. Collaborate with. 3. Integrate with. 4. Interact with. 5. To have access to. 6. Have an impact on. 7. Connect to. 8. Subscribe to. 9. Focus on. Ask a partner about one of these questions. So, Rebecca,
Yes.
who is your partner going to be? Call on someone, and we're going to have a little discussion. After you answer the question, you will pick the next question and ask someone else. We'll go around the room, and we'll get some ideas out in the open there. Rebecca, pick a partner.
Yuki.
What's your question, Rebecca? You can choose from 1 to 9. Basically, you're just
Thank you,
reusing the
Bob.
vocabulary. We're going to go through all the questions, but basically I just want to hear you use the vocabulary. Okay, but I do want to know what you think as well. So what's your question from 1 to 9, Rebecca, for Yuki?
Can I choose one of these?
Yes, please.
Okay, okay. I'll choose. Okay.
So we'll do it like this. You ask the question, Yuki responds, you give your opinion, and then Yuki will ask the next question to the next person. So person A asks, person B responds, person A
Okay.
gives their opinion. Go for it.
Okay, so the question is, do you have the opportunity to be involved in projects run by other departments in your company?
Uh-oh, Yuki doesn't have a company.
I don't have the opportunity to be involved to be involved in a project because I am my own boss. Now I don't work in company.
Did you ever?
Yes, before when I had worked in company manufacturing electronic manufacturer. I had the opportunity to involve in project by other department in the world.
Such as?
Yes.
Such as? So what's an example of a department that you got involved? Yeah.
Such as making a program of facsimile communication system.
Fax mail, you said?
Fax mail, yeah, fax. Then
what year was this?
Then fax was one of very important communication way.
What are you, 100 years old, Yuki? Come on.
Not 100, only 20 years ago. Yeah.
Jeez.
Jesus. So then I was collaborate with people in the world, working in branch offices of the company.
So now it's your chance to respond, Rebecca. You can talk about your experience or comment on his experience. In fact, we're simulating a conversation, so it's always good to make a comment on what you heard. So what would your response be to that, Rebecca? Oh, really?
Okay, okay. That sounds really good because you don't have to work for anyone, and the best thing is you don't have a boss. But how is that experience? Is good for you?
Well, now you're going to comment on your own experience. So he gave us his, you reacted, and is that similar to your experience?
Yes.
Rebecca, is that similar
Yeah.
to your experience?
My experience, yeah, well, yes, because in the past I've been working for a company. Right now, I gave up. I gave up. Can I say that?
I gave it up.
I gave it up, and right now I'm starting my own business.
So you and Yuki are in similar situations, in other words.
Yeah, so I can share your feelings because I am in the same situation like you.
I see. I understand what you are feeling.
Yeah.
Rebecca.
Yuki, pick another question and pick another person.
Lady Shadow.
Lady Shadow.
Uh,
I hear she's got a new album coming out soon, Lady Shadow. It's a duet. You and Tony Bennett, I think. Am I right about that?
do you
No.
do you prefer Ichiban?
Didn't Lady Gaga do a duet with Tony Bennett? Tony Bennett's like 120 years old, and he can't sing anymore. Never mind. Anyway, go ahead, Yuki.
Do you prefer easy one or difficult one?
Of course, easy one.
Easy one, okay. Do you connect to any satellite? How do you connect to the internet at home? Dial-up or broadband?
I'm using from broadband. There is something that called fiber. I don't know.
Fiber optic.
Yeah, I don't know. It's I don't know how to explain that. So I'm using this kind of internet.
Oh, really? Fiber connection? Yeah. It sounds like quite advanced system you have. Yeah.
It's
You are a daughter of a rich family.
No, it's if you want to this service, you can call company, and they put it for the full for the house. I mean, you don't have to stay in a specific room.
So it covers the whole house. It covers.
Yeah. Yes.
It covers the whole house.
It sounds good. I'm envious.
So how does that relate to your experience connecting, Yuki?
I'm envious of your circumstance. I have a very poor connection, poor internet condition. So I have often have a problem in connection of internet. So I am suffering from poor connection always.
You don't have a broadband service?
I have, but speed of broadband connection is not so high. So and also it's often disconnecting. It is often disconnecting. So it makes me stress. It's stressful.
When you say often, are we using the present simple or the present continuous? When you say it often.
It is often disconnecting.
Yeah, but when we say often, that's
it
about
often disconnects.
Yeah, that's it. When we use those adverbs of frequency, often, seldom, rarely, never, always, it is 9 times out of 10 the present simple. So it often disconnects. Okay.
I see.
Very good, very good. By the way, I had a fiber connection years ago because in the cities here in Portugal the connections are good. Yeah. I moved 10 minutes outside the city limit. 10 minutes. Just in the suburbs. And they told me I would have a fiber connection, and I don't. I have ADSL, which means copper wires.
I see.
And it's about 1/4 of the speed that I used to have. It is really frustrating. And I'm paying the same or more as I used to. I think it is even more. And the thing is that they lied to us here. I don't know if this is your experience. My experience is said, oh, we can just transfer your service. I get to the new place, and what they transferred was nothing. 0. I had to have a new contract, which they didn't tell me about because they did it through the phone, so they didn't tell me what I was doing. And then they said, oh, you'll have broadband within 6 months. Just make an official request. It's been 2 years, and there's no broadband.
Yeah.
But I have to say that the ADSL connection has been very good. I don't have problems disconnecting. My computer has problems with the Hangouts because probably my processor is too old. I think that's what it is. Or I don't have enough RAM, and I don't have any more slots to put RAM.
So the ability of your computer is worse than that
Yeah.
of ADSL connection.
I think, yeah, I think so. I really think
You have
so.
to renew your computer.
I do, but I'm poor.
I understand.
I don't know.
Yes, me too.
One day. I'm actually not poor. I just have a lot of obligations which are expensive. That's my problem. Well, enough about me. Shadow, you're going to pick a new person, someone who hasn't spoken, and we're going to use this vocabulary. So who's your partner now, Shadow? Lady Shadow, I'm sorry.
Okay, I'm gonna choose Odi.
Go ahead, Audie. What's your question? You're going to pick from 1 to 9, one that hasn't been asked?
Okay, 9.
Well, ask it.
Okay. Are there any problems your company needs to focus on in order to improve communications between departments?
We don't have departments, but you can still answer the question. You do have a company, so.
Yeah, for number 9. No, actually, we don't really need about to improve communication departments, but we do need improve our communication between teams because our teams are part way. Our teams are in different cities, so we need to improve our internet connection, our software, and many kind of software that can improve communication between teams in different cities.
Could you say that again, but use the key word that Shadow used in 9? Same thing, just add back the key word. I want you to use this vocabulary really actively. So same thing, just put back in the keyword. The keyword was number 9?
The keyword was improve communication, right?
Keyword was focus on. Focus on.
Focus on. Okay, focus on.
So what do you need to focus
on? We are focusing on improving communication connection.
How so? How are you focusing on improving your communication connections?
We are improving our by upgrading our software to make us easier to get to communication communication and upgrading the internet connection.
Okay, very good. What about you, Shadow? Have you had to focus on any improvements with the communications that you use? It sounds like you've got a good connection, so that's not a problem.
I didn't get it, teacher. What I have to... What the question?
What was the question?
What was the question?
The question was, what about you? That was the question. Adi said he's focusing on improving communications by upgrading the broadband service. In your case, you have a good connection. So is there anything that you need to focus on to do your work?
To improve skills, to improve my team workers' skills.
How so? So what are you focusing on?
To focus on...
I'm focusing on, or we're focusing on?
We're focusing on get more courses for my department staff. I mean, between departments.
Okay. So how does that work? What do you mean by yeah?
For example, cell department, they have a course how to deal with HR department.
Right.
And the thing, and the other departments, it's like they know how works, how everyone work in their like basic things.
Right. Are you inventing this?
Yes.
You don't have to make it up. You can talk about reality.
I don't know anything about departments, teacher.
Yeah, but you have a department in your school, right? You've got different departments in your school, don't you?
But I don't know how they work.
Oh. So you're focusing on finding out how the departments work in your
Yeah.
school. There you go. All right. So Adi, you've got to pick Sergio because he's the only one who hasn't spoken yet.
Okay. Sergio, how much does the internet number number
6, right?
have an impact on the lifestyle of you and your family? Do you
There you
think you
go.
spend less time together?
It's a good question.
Oh, yes, exactly. I think today, actually, internet package has in my family, I think has a considerable impact on
Considerable impact. Considerable.
considerable impact on for them. But I can help them in this case because I'm living far from them, and yes, I can pay for them, and for me it's like considerable, but not too much, and yes, I think it is the impact. I think more considerable for me is to have the access to them, to give them the access to communicate to me.
With me.
So, with me, yeah. That's I think is the.
And in what way have you had that access? In what way? What are you doing exactly? You mean like through Facebook or something, or?
No, Skype, Facebook.
Okay.
Actually, all social media, all type of communication you can have.
And so where are they and where are you? You said you're leaving. Where are you going?
I'm living in Rio.
Oh, living. I thought you said you were leaving.
No, I'm leaving.
You're in Rio, and where are they?
They are northeast. It's around 3 hours by plane.
In north, south? Where are they?
Northeast.
Northeast. Bahia.
Yeah. Recife.
Recife. Oh, okay. And how are the internet connections in because if you're outside of the city, are they good? Are they bad in Rio? I mean, in Brazil?
I think today we have a good cover, internet cover ring and around the Brazil and the main cities here. But if you go like really the extreme, like a really country city, probably you,
out of the country, far from the city, out in the country. Okay.
Out of the country, probably will lost the signal, the signal.
So where they are, they have it sounds like they have good access though, because you're able to speak with them. All right, very good. Well, look, as I mentioned before, I'm going to try something new. So let me show you what I mean. Actually, no, I'm going to share that with you again. Wait, let me put that back on the screen. Hold on. No, not that. Hold on. Not that. Where is it? Let me go back here for a second. What I'm going to do is this. To help you review, instead of taking notes, which I think nobody is using, what I'm going to try to do is give you a map. And all of you can have access to this. And I want to show you an easy way to work with it. So right now on your screen, you should see it's loading. I'm not saying your map could not be loaded. You don't have the right to view this map. Oh, I didn't give myself permission to view my own map. Whoops. I can't show it to you, but you know what I can do? I can make another one really quickly. Hold on. New map. So you're going to see something like this. Whoops. Come on. Work. There we go. It'll say something like Unit 11, Communications, and I'll try to review the main points. So today we worked a lot with vocabulary. Tell me the key word that you used, Sergio. What was the key word you were using when you were talking about communications?
I can use contact, connect, interact with.
Okay, good. Interact with. So this is good because you get to learn the preposition and the verb together. Okay, Adi, what was your key word?
Subscribe to.
Good. Subscribe to. Okay. Rebecca? Rebecca? Going once? Going twice? I don't hear Rebecca.
Sorry, I forgot again. Focus on.
Focus on. So this is all about verbs and prepositions, okay? And Yuki, what was yours? Do you remember?
Sorry. Connect to.
Okay, good. Connect to. Shadow, what was yours? Do you remember?
Have access
Okay,
to.
Have access to. Forgot to have. Okay. And did I do everyone in the room? I did. Okay, let me give you a few others that we had done earlier. Hold on a second. One second. Okay, we also had... Oh, it's not letting me. Come on. There we go. We had be involved with. We had collaborate with. We did interact. And we did. Yeah, that's the beginning. Oh, have an impact on. Have an impact on. So let's see, is that 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And focus on. And we did focus on. Subscribe to. We did subscribe to. What am I missing? Connect to. We did connect to.
Integrate.
What?
Integrate.
Integrate. There we go. Thank you. Integrate with. Okay. So you'll see something like this when I share the map. And here's how it works. Simple way to review. Click the F key and it will fold up. And you think, what were the words I had today? I think it was something about interact, involved. Let's see, am I right? Oh yeah, right. Interact, subscribe to, blah, blah, blah. Okay, fine. Well, we can take this a step further, and I can put the preposition here, get rid of it here, and so that you can test yourself on the preposition as well. It's a really simple way to review. Use the map. You can see I'm just hitting F. F stands for furl, which means to close and open, to furl and unfurl. I click on the thing, F, I see interact with. Now, I'm not putting any examples. That's up to you to try. You can take examples and put them in your notes, but I just want you to be clear on the key words. So there's a simple solution for reviewing after class or whatever. Plus, I'll be giving you homework throughout the unit, okay? So, take a look at the map, and I'll be adding to this. We have words. I'll be adding to this phrases and grammar points. And those are the key ideas from each unit, and the theme is communications. Okay? So I'll give that to you as well to practice with. And we have a homework, but we've got to do one more thing before we do the homework. So I think that's going to be it for now. Okay, very good job. Nice little conversation at the end with the key words. I'll give you a link to the map, And I will see you tomorrow, where we will finish our vocabulary by having a speaking activity, and we'll begin our business communication skills section, which in this case was all about here, practicing the language of explaining procedures, and specifically we'll be talking about what we're doing now, video chats and teleconferencing, so how technology affects it. That's it for now. I'll be back tomorrow for great short stories at 9 GMT and the business class at 10 GMT. Have a good day, everyone.
Have a good day, teacher. Bye bye.
Have a good day,
Bye-bye.
teacher. Thanks,
Thank you for the
everybody.
class.
Bye bye.
Have a good day. Take
Bye-bye.
care. See you.